One of the most famous bridges in the Netherlands, beyond the Erasmus Bridge in Rotterdam, is the Magere Brug, or Skinny Bridge, which is a literal translation. It is also the most known and most photographed bridge in the city of Amsterdam. The white wooden drawbridge over the Amstel River also connects the Kerkstraat and the New Kerkstraat. While this beautiful bridge looks like a centuries-old monument, it actually isn't the case. The current bridge was built in 1934 and restored in 1969, but there has been a bridge on the same location for centuries, which is what you will learn about in this video, as well as the whole reason why Amsterdam's most famous bridge is named the Magere Brug, or Skinny Bridge, and the story behind it. It's the second half of the 17th century in Amsterdam, and the Netherlands is an independent republic, and in the so-called Golden Age, or Gouden Eeuw, the last of the big city expansions of Amsterdam have taken place and the city became the most important trading and industrial city in all of Europe. Most of the world famous and UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Canal Belt of Amsterdam are completed by now. The first stock exchange in the world has been opened for decades and tulipmania has passed. The world's first multinational, the VOC or Dutch East India Company, has existed for around half a century already. Meanwhile, the city of Amsterdam is home to several big shipyards, filled with 60 plus confectionaries, and tons of rope makers, beer breweries, tanners and many other businesses. Then in 1672 the golden age of the Republic ended with the disaster year, when both France, England and the dioceses of Münster and Cologne declared war on the Republic. Amsterdam remained the richest city in the world until somewhere in the next century. In 1671, 1 year before the rampjaar or disaster year of 1672, the City Council of Amsterdam decided to create a few bridges around the Kerkstraat. Only 20 years later, the Kerkstraatbrug was really built. The design of the first bridge was created by city carpenter Hans Petersson, and the wooden bridge, then called Kerkstraatbrug or Kerkstraat Bridge, had 13 passages where people could sail through. So there are several stories as to why the newly built wooden Kerkstraatbrug eventually is named, or nicknamed rather, the Magere Brug or Skinny Bridge. It is said that the bridge could first only be used by pedestrians and that it was so small that pedestrians could barely walk next to each other, let alone pass each other. And that it was popularly named the Magere Brug. But there's another story. This story connects the name of the Magere Brug with the so-called Sisters Mager, or skinny. Literal translation again. It is said that the sisters lived on both sides of the Amstel River in the 17th century. It is also said that they lived around the same location of the bridge, and because the sisters had gotten older, it was more difficult for them to visit each other without making a detour. That is why they financed the building of the pedestrian-only, at that time, bridge, so they could easily visit each other. This Dutch folktale was never proven, but I do like it. Another story is that the sisters simply didn't want to walk far to visit each other, and there's even a story that the sisters needed the bridge to get to their horses on the other side of the river, as the stable was located there, and the family name was Mager, which refers to Magere Brug. So it doesn't really matter which story you want to believe, it's all interesting. But like I said in an earlier part of the video, the Kerkstraatbrug and the now nicknamed Magere Brug is not the original bridge. In the 19th century it was in a terrible state and needed to be replaced, so it was demolished in 1871 and replaced by the same wooden drawbridge, but it was made a lot wider and only had 9 passages. This bridge only lasted around 50 years. Then it was shortly replaced by a smaller iron drawbridge in 1929, and in 1932 architect P.L. Kramer created several designs for the new Magere Brug. The City Council of Amsterdam wanted to keep the shape of the old bridge as much as they possibly could, and the new Magere Brug, that can still be seen today, was built in 1934. It was last renovated around the 1960s and was manually operated until 1994. Officially, of course, it's not named the Magere Brug, but Bridge 242. Also, there are around 1200 lights found on the Magere Brug that are lit up in the evening, which is also one of the reasons why it's photographed so much. And it was used as the film decor of the James Bond movie Diamonds Are Forever in 1971.